Welcome to my channel at Bujo Center. Today, we are going to talk about meal prep bullet journaling spreads. Let's get started by creating the spread. First, you need to get your supplies together to start your process. Here I have a ruler, a dual tip marker with both a fine tip and a marker tip, a pencil, an eraser, and my favorite stencil. I like using dual tip markers. To start, we are going to use the fine tip of this black marker. I'm going to start creating boxes with both the marker and the ruler. Dual tip markers are such a space saver, and I don't need to worry about wasting money on a bunch of writing utensils. Here we are, outlining a box I have already drawn up in pencil as to help me create less mistakes. You could also use this method, but it is not necessary. Mistakes are okay. You can even find ways to incorporate mistakes by embracing them in your spreads. I make mistakes every day while journaling. Sometimes I just create little doodles around them. There are many creative ways to embrace your mistakes. Check out the Bujo Center Instagram and see how I have embraced my mistakes. We are going to continue creating rectangular boxes with the ruler and fine tip of the dual marker. This can be a tedious process. Take your time, don't rush it. Bullet journaling is meant to be a relaxing experience. These two rectangular boxes are going to have our grocery list and our meal planner inside of them. After we have created the boxes, we will label them. For now, I'm going to put my ruler aside. You do not have to do this. I like getting creative with my word placement and outlining boxes. This is a simple way to make your spreads fun. I'm going to get started by getting the stencil I want to use for the label letters. This stencil is a Gothic font stencil I found on Amazon. You can check out the article on bullet journaling supplies to see more. I use this stencil pretty often. You can look forward to seeing it in many other videos in the future. Font stencils make fancy lettering so much easier. I don't know how to do calligraphy, so this comes in handy. Now I'm going to use the stencil to spell out the word meals in order to label the first box. The second box will say groceries. I usually keep a paper towel near me when using a stencil just to ensure the marker doesn't smear when I pick up the stencil to do another letter. Here we are, still using the dual tip marker we used to outline the boxes. This time I am utilizing the other side of the marker. This is where the actual marker tip is. You'll see this is where that paper towel comes in handy. I'm going to wipe away the excess marker and finish up the rest of the labeling. Remember our going with naming one box meals and the other groceries. This is where we will organize our meal plan and make sure we have a grocery list with all our needed ingredients in order to make said meal. Done labeling, we will move back to creating the rest of the box. Let's grab our ruler again and finish up those last few lines around the words meals and groceries. Sometimes I like to leave a small space to where the lines aren't touching the words. This is just a small creative touch. You can choose to do this however you like. Bullet journaling doesn't have to be done a specific way. You can always add your small unique touch. It won't hurt, in fact. It may even help you stay engaged. I know I find my journal more interesting when I decorate and make it look fun. Some like to keep it more minimal. This is also okay. It's honestly all up to the person. Whatever makes your bullet journaling experience better. Now that we have created the boxes to organize everything, we will start creating sections for breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the meal section. After you come up with meals for each of those things, you can write your grocery list and get ready to take your journal with you grocery shopping. Now I'm going to use that eraser we had with our supplies and clean everything up. Make sure to clean up and remove any eraser shavings left behind by the eraser. This way, you are left with a nice clean spread ready to be put to action. What kind of meals would you add to your list? I've been trying to improve the quality of my meals, so I will probably write something healthy down. And there we have it. A nice clean meal planning spread ready to be put to good use out in the wild. You have a section for every meal of your day. One for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And to make things easy and more accessible, your grocery list can easily be made right next to your meals as you plan out each meal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and find it very useful for your Bujo adventures. If you'd like to see more, hit that follow button and even check out the Bujo Center socials.